So, hey guys, I'm here with a new wildcard video, and this is kind of different because I think one of the most asked question. I think it's a popular opinion that right now, is it important to have the Liverpool fullbacks in your team? So I think I'm gonna make this team without any Liverpool fullback, and I'll come up with a video with Liverpool fullback and a Man City asset. So I don't also have Man City players in this one because I'm pretty sure a lot of you are taking off De Bruyne and Sterling, not maybe Sterling but De Bruyne. I'm pretty sure that no one is convinced with their recent performance. So most of you are tempted by not having either Liverpool fullbacks or Man City asset. So I'll be coming out with a different video for that with Man City players and with at least one Liverpool fullback wildcard. But this is the one without the Liverpool fullbacks and a Man City player. So yeah, I'll try and justify my selections. For now, the total team value for this I believe is 100.6. So it depends on what your team value is, if you can afford it or not, but I'm pretty sure you will have at least 100.6 team value. So I'll start with the keepers. So looking at the goalkeepers, if you are one of those managers who want to rotate, I think you can get 4.5 keepers of two of them, maybe McCarthy and Martinez or something, but I personally only have one keeper always. So I think the way that Martinez is playing right now, I think he's a pretty safe choice, and the upcoming fixtures for Villa looks pretty good too. So yeah, I don't think Martinez is the worst pick, as he has a lot of saves points too. So Stade is just there to fill the gap over there. So I don't think I need to talk much about Martinez. But when I come to the defense, yeah, so there's no Liverpool fullbacks, no Trent, no Robertson. So I think that kind of allows you to have a freedom to invest money in your attack, and I mean in midfield and forward, because when you don't have that money, you can also get some more extra fullbacks from other teams who are doing good instead of Trent and Robo. So let me start with Taylor. Now the thing about Taylor is, I don't think many of us are convinced with the Burnley's recent performance. They have not been doing good, and according to me, I've said this in my old stream and videos also, I think it is because of the injuries that they have, and the other reason is their team depth is not very big. So that might be one of the reasons. But Tarkowski has returned from the injury, Goodmanson is returning, Ashley Barnes has returned. So after all these players return, I'm pretty sure Ben Mee is still there. After these players return, I'm pretty sure Burnley will be a good team again. So, and Taylor also has double game week upcoming days, because they missed their first game week. So why not? He's just 4.5. I think I'm not convincing you to have him, but I'm making my case that I don't think Taylor is the worst choice. He's got double game weeks coming up. The fixtures are not that bad, and the players are returning from the injury. So why not? Maybe you can change him for some other players, but that is my case. And now the thing about I'll move to Dallas. So my pick here is Dallas. It does not matter if you go for Eiling or Dallas. I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar. I can't differentiate between them. They both are playing. They both are nailed on. The thing about Dallas is he kind of played in a midfield position last game against Man City, but I'm not sure if that is a permanent thing or just one game. But again, as I said, if you are going for Eiling, there's no problem with it. It looks like they can score against anyone, and there might be some attacking returns, but just in case there is no attacking returns, they might also keep clean sheet. We did see that match against Sheffield United. That was a pretty good match by both the goalkeepers. So yeah, you can go for Dallas or Eiling. It does not matter a lot in my opinion. And I believe that I have selected all the players, all the 15 players, those players that play. So if you are using a wildcard in this season, I think you need to have a stronger bench. If not all players play, just go for, you can reduce Costanza or Chilwell, or maybe any one of them to a 4.0 Ferguson or Mitchell. I'm pretty sure Mitchell won't play now because Van Aanholt is back from the injury. So in my opinion, I don't think Mitchell will be a good choice. Maybe Ferguson if he plays after he returns from the injury. You can reduce Costanza and Chilwell to change the midfield. I'll talk about that because I think this team can be made better if you kind of reduce some money from the defense, because I think Chilwell is doing pretty good. He did pretty good, and I'm pretty sure he will be nailed on option. Looking at how Alonso is performing, I feel like Chilwell is a good pick. And as I said, I think it will only get better for Chelsea from here because all the players are returning now. That Pulisic has returned. I'm pretty sure Ziyech will be back, and all these players. After all these players return, I'm very interested to see how Chelsea perform. And the thing is, Walker Peters. So he is doing good for that price. You can go for Lamptey, or because Lamptey has been in advanced position than Walker Peters. But I think there's nothing to differentiate between them. They're pretty similar team, I know. So Walker Peters, Lamptey, you might want to choose any one of them. I went for Walker Peters, but because he's 0.1 cheaper and I don't have McCarthy. And recently Southampton have been doing very good defensively. So I don't think it's end of the world to go for Walker Peters. And about Costanza, as I said, he's a nailed-on option. No matter that Pereira returns or not, he will be in that starting 11 team for Leicester. So I'm pretty sure after Pereira returns, Costanza will be playing at the left. But still, he gets in the box a lot more than Justin. So that is one of the reason his price is increasing. But in the last game against West Ham United, the Leicester attack was not very convincing because they were completely shut down. I was looking at that match. They were completely shut down. West Ham were playing all-out defense and they were doing pretty good. So yeah, you might want to look at that too. One more defender is Masuaku. He's pretty good too because for 4.5, I think he's playing in a midfielder kind of role right now. So yeah, you might want to keep an eye on him too. But yeah, this is my defense. I think this is pretty strong defense. All of them are fullbacks. So yeah, they get in the box a lot. There's a lot of goals assists coming in my opinion. If you don't want to put in Robertson or Trent, that makes money for all the playing defenders, Now, moving into midfield, what changes you can make is, I'm not going to go one by one players because I'm just going to tell you how you can make this team better. If you don't like this team at all, I do think this is a decent team. Looking at their fixtures and form, I do think this is a decent team. But if you don't like the midfield, I'm pretty sure not everyone will agree with Pulisic and Zaha. Trust me, I know that not everyone will like the option of Zaha and Pulisic, but you can make changes there by bringing in Son. So the way that Kane and Son right now are playing, I feel like you need at least one of them, if not both. If you have both, I don't think that's a big problem. But if you don't have both of them, I think you need at least one of them. So if you ask me, I'll always go for Kane because of his penalty duties. If you ask me about a player who takes penalty and who doesn't, I'll always choose the player who takes penalties. And in this team also, you have at least 5 players that take penalty. I don't think there's much problem with the midfielder because Salah, you need to have at least one premium midfielder. And Rodriguez, the way he's playing right now, I don't think that's a problem to have him there. And Grealish, yeah, might be a little punt, but still, they are playing very good. And he's on penalties, I guess. And now, the thing about Zaha is he's got very good fixtures, and he's that talisman in that team. And we do know what Zaha is potential of. We do know what he can do. We did see that match against Man United. He was on fire. He's good. He takes penalties. He'll nail on. He's cheap. He's cheaper than some other players. So why not Zaha? I think Zaha is a good player. He plays in advanced position. Now, maybe everyone might not jump into Pulisic just yet because he just returned and just played few minutes last game. But what I think is, if you don't like the option of Pulisic or Zaha, what you can do is remove Costanza or Chilwell or maybe Walker Peters and bring in a 4.0 defender, Ferguson, and change Pulisic or Zaha to Son. That's what you can do. One of the option is, if you want to bring in Son, I think that is one of the way you can make your team better. But I think you will want to have a strong bench. I guess you can at least rotate players. Since you are using wildcard, you will be playing with this team till game week 16 until a new wildcard is given to you. So just in case there is any kind of injury or COVID infections and all that stuff, a strong bench would be very helpful. So what I think is, if you need Son in there, you can remove one of the defenders to bring in Son for Pulisic or Zaha. That is one of the things you can do. Now I think that is a strong midfield in my opinion, because there are 3 penalty takers there who will start every game, and the fixtures are not that bad either. So I think this is a strong midfielder. If you want to bring in Son, maybe remove Pulisic or Zaha. So now moving into the forward line, I think the forward line is pretty decent. the way that Calvert-Lewin is playing, we can't ignore his potential right now. You know, he's doing very good. He's been scoring every game. He's not stopping at all. So next game is against Liverpool, and Liverpool defense has been shaky. And since there won't be Alisson for some time now, there might be some goals in that game. I'm expecting some goals between Liverpool and Everton. But Everton are not doing defensively that good either. But I'm pretty sure that Allen and Andre Gomez, they will be returning for the game against Liverpool. So a good midfield means a better defense in my opinion. But still, Pickford, Mina, they have looked kind of sloppy at times. That has caused clean sheet for Everton. So I'm pretty sure Liverpool against Everton, there will be some goals in my opinion, because both the teams are very attacking, very good attacking wise, but when it comes to defense, not so good. So yeah, that's why I don't think there's any kind of justification needed for Calvert-Lewin and Kane. As I said, if you want Spurs assets, I think you must have at least Son or Kane, I guess. And we'll have to see how Bale will change the team dimension. He's still yet to play. So yeah, that would be very interesting to see too. So I think you should have at least Son or Kane. If you have both of them, I don't think that's a problem given their fixture and the way that they are playing. But personally, I do think you need one of them as of now, looking at their performance. So yeah, and now the last thing about Mitrovic. Now you can kind of change around here too. In place of Mitrovic, maybe you might want to go for Mope, Mitrovic, or maybe Wilson, because they are all on penalties and they are nailed on option, and fixtures are not the worst, I guess. But I feel like Fulham will be doing better after this international break, because they have been constantly buying new players now, and their owner came out kind of apologizing to the fans about their performance. So I feel like there are goals coming for Mitrovic soon, and there will be changes to the team. Yeah, and the fixtures are good too. If you check out Mitrovic's fixtures, I don't think those are the worst kind of run. So yeah, if you're not convinced with Mitrovic, maybe go for Mope, yeah, or maybe Wilson. But still, I will stick around Mitrovic and Mope. They two look like a very decent option for the price given. So yeah, this is pretty much it for my team without Robertson, Trent, or any Man City player. So I will be coming out with a team involving at least one Liverpool fullback and at least one Man City asset. So yeah, I don't think I feel like there are a lot of people who might opt out for a team without a Liverpool fullback or a Man City player, looking at the way they are playing right now. But in my opinion, that might hurt you in the long term, because I heard that Aguero is back in training now, so that might change everything. I'm pretty sure that once Aguero returns, that penalty won't be given to De Bruyne. But still, Aguero plays, I guess, about 60 minutes and he gets off most of the time. So yeah, I don't know. Still, I do think that coming back of the return of Aguero might change the team dimension. And I feel like the way that they have been performing right now, there will be good changes coming around for both Liverpool and Man City in upcoming days. I hope there are good changes. So that might hurt in the long term, or maybe not. I don't know, but I feel like they are bound to do better in upcoming days. So it might hurt if you don't have any Liverpool or Man City asset in your team. That might hurt in the longer term. So, but this is a team without, as I said, Robo, Trent, and a Man City asset. So I'll be coming out with the team, kind of overall kind of team soon. So for now, bye bye.